Hello everyone, my name is Abdul Manan. I am 14-year-old and a student at Rehan School Online Academy Foundation level batch 7. Today I have an interview with Maya AI on what's the matter. Let's start our interview. Hi Maya, hello Maya, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. Just hanging out and ready to chat. What's going
Okay,
on with you?
please tell me what does the
Nice.
phrase what's the matter mean?
What's matter means what's wrong or what's happening. You'd use it if someone seems upset, confused, or like something's bothering them. It's like asking, is everything okay? But a bit more direct.
Okay, why do people use this phrase?
People use it to show they care or are concerned. If they notice something's different about you, maybe you seem quiet, sad, or frustrated, they might say, "What's the matter?" It's a way to check in and offer help, even if you don't ask for it directly. It's more thoughtful than just ignoring it.
Okay, is what's the matter a question for or an expression?
It's definitely a question, but it's also an expression of concern. Like you're not just asking for info, there's this feeling of caring behind it. So it's kind of both, really. The tone you use matters a lot too. If someone says it gently, it's more like checking in, but if it's sharper, it can sound more demanding.
Okay, when do we usually say what's the matter?
When you say, "What's the matter?" you usually say it when someone seems upset, hurt, or like something's bothering them. Like if someone's crying, looks frustrated, or is being really quiet all of a sudden, that's when you'd ask it. What did you mean by memory there?
Okay, can this phrase show care or concern?
Yeah, definitely. What's the matter? Shows you notice something's off with someone and you care enough to ask. It's a way to show empathy and let them know you're there if they want to talk about whatever's going on. It's like saying, I see something's not right and I want to understand or help.
Do people use this phrase in daily conversation?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a super common phrase in everyday conversation. You'll hear it all the time, whether friends are using it with each other, parents with kids, or even strangers if they see someone in distress. It's one of those go to phrases when you sense something's not quite right with someone.
Okay, is it polite to ask what's the matter?
You mean, is it okay to ask someone what's the matter?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's totally fine to ask, as long as you're genuinely concerned. Most people appreciate someone checking in on them when they seem upset, but it's good to be gentle about it and not push if they don't want to talk.
Okay. Can can
Cool.
children use this
Okay.
phrase?
Yeah, kids definitely use what's the matter once they start learning to notice when someone else is upset. Probably around 5 or 6 when they start getting better at picking up on emotions. It's a pretty natural phrase for them to learn. They hear adults using it all the time.
Okay. Do friends use this phrase with each other?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. What's the matter? Is something friends say to each other all the time. Like if your friend walks in looking down or seems sad, you'd probably ask, "What's the matter?" to see if they're okay.
Okay. Do friends use this phrase with each other?
Yeah, absolutely. Friends use this phrase with each other all the time. It's one of the main ways friends show they care. They notice when something's up and want to know what's going on.
Okay. Can we use it in school?
Cool. Yeah, you can definitely use it at school. If you see a classmate who looks upset or hurt, you can ask, "What's the matter?" It shows you care and you're concerned. Just keep the situation in mind. Don't ask it in the middle of class or something like that. But yeah, it's perfectly fine to use at school when appropriate.
Okay. How does this phrase
Got it.
show
You
concern?
learning this for a school project?
How does this phrase show concern?
Okay, so what's the matter? Shows concern because it's how you acknowledge that something might be wrong with someone. You're basically saying, hey, I noticed something seems off with you and I care enough to ask what's happening. It shows you're paying attention to how they're feeling and want to know if they need help or just someone to listen. Does that make sense?
Okay, can it help someone feel better?
Yeah, absolutely. Knowing that someone notices you're upset and cares enough to ask what's the matter can actually help you feel a little better. It's like they're not ignoring how you feel. They see it and want to know what's going on. That alone can be comforting, even if you don't actually want to talk about what's bothering you right away.
Okay, does it show kindness?
Definitely. Asking what's the matter shows a lot of kindness.
Yeah.
It shows you're willing to care about how someone else is doing, even if it means they might be sad or upset. It's basically saying, I care enough about you to ask what's wrong. It's a small act of kindness that can make a big difference.
Okay, why is it important to ask about someone's feeling?
It's important because it shows you value them and that their feelings matter. When you ask about someone's feelings, you let them know you see them. You don't just care about what's happening on the surface, you care about how they're feeling inside. It builds trust and stronger connections too.
Okay,
Cool.
can this phrase make someone feel cared for?
Yeah, for sure. When you ask someone what's the matter, it can definitely make them feel cared for. It's like saying, I see you, I notice something's wrong, and I want to know how you're doing. Even just the fact that someone is asking shows they're thinking about you and that you matter to them.
What is the origin of what's the matter?
Hmm. Let me check that. So, what's the matter has pretty old roots back to Middle English and even before that to Latin. The phrase started showing up in writing around 500 years ago, even in Shakespeare's plays. Basically, it came from asking about someone's condition or what was happening with them. So it's been around in pretty much the same form for a long time.
Okay, how did this phrase become popular?
It seems like it gained popularity through common usage over centuries, really, being in Shakespeare and then just becoming part of everyday speech. It's one of those phrases that stuck because it's so straightforward, easy to understand, and used when someone seems upset or something's wrong. The Grammophobia article said the basic wording came from, what is the condition of things regarding someone? That's a mouthful. So it naturally got shortened over time to what we say today.
Okay, does it have
Makes
different
sense.
meanings in different situations?
Yeah, the meaning stays mostly the same. It's still about something being wrong, but the the tone can change. Like if someone snaps, "What's the matter with you?" It sounds annoyed. But if someone says it softly when they see you looking down, it's more gentle and caring. So the words are the same, but how you say it matters a lot,
Okay, do other language have
right?
similar phrases?
Context is, yeah, most languages have phrases that do the same job as what's the matter, right? Here's a few. I might not get them perfect, but this is what I've heard. In Spanish, they have ¿qué pasa?, which basically means what's happening. In French, it's qu'est-ce qui ne va pas? Literally, what's not going well. And in Chinese, depending on the situation, they might say 你怎么了, which means what happened to you, or 你怎么回事? What's wrong with you? They all basically ask what's wrong in different languages.
Okay. Is it used the same way in all cultures?
Not always, exactly. The phrase can show concern, but sometimes cultures do things differently. In some places, directly asking might be considered rude. They might try to understand what's wrong without even asking, like watching someone's body language or family relationships instead. It depends on how open and direct different cultures are in general. Sometimes you'd use more indirect ways to ask if someone's okay to show politeness or respect.
Okay, Maya, thanks for giving me of these answer of these questions. Okay, bye.
You're welcome. Glad I could help. Take care.